I wanted to make a video to help simplify the process of detoxification and make sure it's safe by laying out the steps. So the steps include chelating, binding, supporting the liver and gallbladder, the lymph, and the colon. So chelating involves actually removing the substance that is causing the offense, whereas binding catches any substance and prevents it from being recirculated and especially absorbed into the brain or anywhere else where it can be especially dangerous, which would make detoxing way worse than not detoxing. Supporting the liver and gallbladder is vital because that's your main detoxification pathway, and that can get congested if they're not working properly. The lymph is kind of like your body's sewage system. It runs alongside the blood, but unlike the blood, it doesn't have a pump, so we need to move to help it flow. And the colon is important to make sure you're supporting, otherwise there's no point in detoxing, because if you're not letting go of those toxins, then they're just going to sit there and cause more harm. And you want to be having 1 to 3 bowel movements a day where you're fully evacuating. So to chelate, you can use a variety of substances depending on the toxin, but I like using something that's a binder and it doubles as a chelator, and it works systemically, like bioactive carbon. Antiparasitics are also important when detoxifying because they're actually a lot more prevalent than is acknowledged in our society. Most ancient cultures would detox parasites, and it's recommended that we detox animals of parasites, and we need to do it as well. So binding can be done with things like charcoal or bentonite clay, but I like taking something systemic, like I mentioned, which is bioactive carbon, or you can use modified citrus pectin. And for the liver and gallbladder, my favorite nutrient is choline. It really helps move things along, but there are a variety of herbs and other nutrients that can be helpful. So to support the lymph, there are a number of herbs that can be supportive, as well as moving and doing things like dry brushing or getting massages. To support the colon, it's important to take things like vitamin C, magnesium, choline, but what isn't acknowledged that we need is to optimize our metabolism to keep our body temperature high enough, which we can actually do in the form of eating enough and resting. So if we do that, eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, and bind regularly, then you're off to a good start. And it is important to realize the toxins that are around, but mainly not to worry about them, just to bind and detox accordingly.